Working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects...
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
So you saying give Britney a break?
Give Britney or any woman or children, you're supposed to have rules to the game. There's supposed to be, there gotta be rules to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And don't put nobody in danger driving.
Friday night, Britney hit 3 hotspots and was snapped at Caesar's Palace at Pure nightclub with P. Diddy.
In a groundbreaking development, new party footage has emerged featuring Diddy and Britney Spears, stirring up a whirlwind of speculation and excitement. Their unexpected connection has sparked interest, with fans and the media buzzing about their interactions. What do these new revelations mean for Britney's future? How will this impact Diddy's reputation? Join us as we explore new party footage of Diddy and Britney Spears changes everything. The new footage pop sensation. Britney Spears and Sean Diddy Combs have been linked, but their connection might not be what most people expect. While many might think of Diddy's extravagant parties, the link between these two stars goes back to Britney's former business manager Lou M. Taylor. Taylor is the founder of TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group, the celebrity management firm that played a crucial role in Britney's life, especially during her highly publicized conservatorship that began in 2008. TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group has faced scrutiny for its involvement in Britney's conservatorship. Many fans and critics argue that the management firm played a significant role in restricting Britney's freedom and decision-making. Taylor's influence during this period has been a point of contention. People began to wonder whether the decisions made by TriStar were truly in Britney's best interest, or if they were more focused on profit and maintaining control over her image and career. This backdrop adds an extra layer to the connection between Britney and Diddy, especially when considering how both have navigated the intense pressures of fame. The image of Britney Spears and Sean Diddy Combs together in public has become a focal point in discussions about their past relationship and the roles they have played in the entertainment industry. A famous instance of this connection occurred in 2007 when Britney and Diddy were seen together at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. They were accompanied by rapper 50 Cent and socialite Paris Hilton, making for a star-studded event that attracted significant media attention. In 2002, Diddy made a spectacular entrance at his 33rd birthday party, which adds to his image as a larger-than-life figure in the entertainment world. He was carried in on a gold palanquin, a move that perfectly captured his penchant for the dramatic. This extravagant display exemplified the kind of celebrity lifestyle that Diddy has maintained over the years. The event was attended by numerous high-profile guests, including Britney Spears, Ivana Trump, and Janet Jackson, who all posed for photographs with the birthday boy. The intersection of Britney and Diddy's lives highlights the complexities of celebrity culture.
Give Britney or any woman or children, you're supposed to have rules to the game. There's supposed to be, there gotta be rules to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And don't put nobody in danger driving.
Both have faced their struggles in the spotlight, albeit in different ways. While Diddy has maintained a reputation for being a savvy businessman and a party starter, Britney's journey has been fraught with challenges, particularly regarding her mental health and autonomy. The link between Lou M. Taylor and TriStar raises questions about the behind-the-scenes decisions that affect stars in their careers.
Don't worry about what other people are saying, and don't worry about what other people are saying about you.
It also underscores the often harsh realities that come with fame. In light of the struggles Britney faced during her conservatorship, The way media and public perception have shifted over the years is significant.
You know, Britney, everybody has to be perfect, and life ain't like that.
While Britney's connection to Diddy through Star may seem like a deep dive into celebrity culture, it raises even more questions. What other surprising ties exist between these stars, and how do they continue to impact both their lives? Let's explore Britney's unexpected link to Diddy next. Britney Spears' surprising connection to Diddy. Britney Spears has been in the spotlight for many reasons over the years, but one of the most surprising connections she has is to Sean Diddy Combs. This link comes through the TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group, a celebrity management firm that has faced criticism for its involvement in Spears' conservatorship. This controversial arrangement lasted for over a decade and was a source of significant distress for the pop star. The founder, president, and CEO of TriStar is Lou M. Taylor, who was also Spears' former business manager. Britney has publicly accused Taylor of playing a major role in establishing her conservatorship in 2008. Lou M. Taylor has a long history in the entertainment industry, and her professional relationship with Diddy dates back to the early 1990s. Although it is not entirely clear if Taylor is still managing Combs, she proudly stated in a 2019 interview that he was part of her list of A-list clients. This connection between Taylor and Diddy adds another layer to the complex narrative surrounding Britney's life and career. Britney has also called out Robin Greenhill, TriStar Services director, in her memoir. Greenhill's name has resurfaced in the news recently due to a lawsuit filed against Diddy by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones.
Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done, and the truth is we'll be up for days.
The lawsuit alleges serious misconduct against Diddy.
Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims of liars, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct,
including inappropriate physical behavior and possibly substance-induced misconduct. This lawsuit adds more controversy to Diddy's already troubled reputation, especially as it comes just weeks after federal agents raided his homes amid a trafficking investigation.
Homeland Security agents have raided the home of rapper Sean Diddy Combs.
In 2021, a report was released highlighting how Greenhill was reportedly in control of Britney's credit cards and medications during her conservatorship. The report claimed that TriStar used Britney's own funds to hire a security team to monitor her. Britney did not hold back in her memoir, calling Greenhill Taylor's weird and accusing both women, along with her father, Jamie Spears, of bullying her during a time when she felt trapped and helpless.
Her role in shaping the contemporary music landscape has recently been in the spotlight due to these legal developments.
Britney's legal team previously investigated the substantial amount of money, around $18 million, that TriStar allegedly earned from her estate throughout the duration of the conservatorship. This investigation and the allegations have led to an ongoing debate about the ethics of management firms in the entertainment industry. Despite these accusations, TriStar, Taylor, and Greenhill have denied any wrongdoing, claiming that Britney's conservatorship was established based on the legal counsel recommendations and court approval. The current legal troubles surrounding Diddy and his connection to TriStar have raised more questions. Rodney Jones's lawsuit asserts that Greenhill was one of several individuals who enabled Diddy's alleged misconduct,
including trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, as alleged in the indictment. To carry out this conduct,
according to the lawsuit, Jones claimed that Greenhill acted as the accountant who facilitated payments to workers. He accused her of overseeing the financial transactions that allowed these activities to take place, effectively implicating her in Diddy's alleged crimes.
New at 10, a new wave of lawsuits filed against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing him of assaulting two women.
Diddy has categorically denied all allegations against him. In August, he filed a motion to dismiss Jones's lawsuit, describing it as salacious and claiming it was an attempt to exploit his celebrity status for financial gain. However, his troubles continued when he was arrested on trafficking charges and is currently awaiting trial at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center in New York City. As Britney Spears continues to seek her independence after years of control, the links between her story and the ongoing saga involving Diddy and TriStar highlight the often murky waters of celebrity management and personal freedom.
I feel it's very important that I clear that up. I decided that I'm just going to go with the name Diddy.
Britney Spears' connection to Diddy is filled with surprising twists. But what exactly are the latest allegations surrounding Diddy himself? How deep does the controversy go? And what does this mean for his future? Now we'll explore the shocking legal battles Diddy now faces and uncover the truth behind the accusations.
And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
The recent allegations on Diddy Combs is facing serious legal troubles. He has been accused of orchestrating events called freak-offs.
And Diddy picked certain partygoers to go to another VIP freak-off in a neighboring suite,
which are elaborate performances that he allegedly directed while engaging in misconduct. These performances reportedly involved multiple participants and were even filmed. The situation has escalated to the point where the legal indictment states some of these events lasted for days, requiring Combs and the participants to receive IV fluids to recover from the substance use involved. Despite the gravity of the accusations, Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges that include trafficking, misconduct, and transportation. His legal battles are not just about the nature of the allegations, but also how they reflect on his public persona. Combs is known for being a prominent figure in the music industry.
Jack is mink on the floor, won't you admit it?
But now he faces a different kind of scrutiny. Recently, Combs' attorney Mark Agnifilo responded to claims made by federal agents regarding a raid on Combs' homes in Miami and Los Angeles. During this raid, authorities reportedly confiscated around 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Agnifilo downplayed the number, suggesting that it might not be as outrageous as it sounds, considering that many Americans buy products in bulk.
They have this new ice cupping therapy.
He pointed out the proximity of a Costco to Combs' residence, implying that it's not unusual for someone to have a large stock of such items. Agnifilo also emphasized that the interactions involved in these so-called freak-offs were consensual. He stated, "We can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow this is a bad thing, because if it was, there would be no more people." His comments aimed to shift the focus from the accusations to the idea that consensual activities between adults should not be stigmatized. Despite the allegations, Agnifilo maintains that his client's actions do not reflect illegal behavior, but rather personal choices made by adults.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
The legal troubles for Combs began after his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, filed a lawsuit accusing him of physical misconduct. This lawsuit brought renewed attention to previous allegations of misconduct against Combs. Although the lawsuit was settled quickly after it became public, it opened the floodgates for more allegations to emerge. The indictment against Combs suggests that he has used coercion to control women for years, often employing blackmail to maintain power over his victims. The prosecutors argue that Combs facilitated his alleged crimes through the very businesses and networks that helped him rise to fame. Combs was arrested approximately 10 months after the initial allegations surfaced. Prosecutors pushed for him to be held in custody, while his defense team proposed that he be released on a $50 million bond with electronic monitoring at home. However, U.S. Magistrate Judge Robin Tarnofsky sided with the prosecution.
I did it in the court papers, and I'm just going to stick to the court paper.
Agreeing that Combs should remain incarcerated while awaiting trial. As the legal proceedings unfold, the public image of Combs has been significantly impacted. Once regarded as a respected businessman and a key figure in hip-hop culture, Combs is now facing serious allegations that threaten his reputation and freedom. His annual parties, particularly the prestigious White Party in the Hamptons,
and then you took the whole party back to your place or something? Was that you who did that? Was it P. Diddy?
Have become overshadowed by these troubling claims. Prosecutors are preparing to present their case against Combs, intending to use financial records, travel documents, and electronic communications to support their allegations. They also claim to possess videos of the freak-offs, which could serve as crucial evidence. The severity of the charges means that if Combs is convicted on all counts, he faces a mandatory minimum of 15 years in prison, with the potential for a life sentence. As the case continues to develop, it serves as a reminder of the complexities surrounding issues of consent, power dynamics, and accountability within the entertainment industry. The public is watching closely, and the outcome will likely have lasting implications for all parties involved. Diddy's legal troubles are only deepening, but how far do these allegations go? What about the victims who have come forward with their harrowing stories? Let's explore the experiences of those who have accused him and how these testimonies add more weight to the charges.
What does it feel like coming from the Black creative mind?
The victim, Sean Diddy Combs, has been embroiled in numerous allegations of misconduct. These allegations span several years and involve multiple victims, each recounting harrowing experiences. One of the most notable cases involves Rodney Jones.
This is a gripping story. Producer Lil Rod, whose given name is Rodney Jones, has now accused Sean Diddy Combs,
a music producer who filed a $30 million lawsuit against Combs. Jones accused Combs of misconduct, claiming that Combs used his influence and connections. Jones also alleged that Combs' associates, including Stevie J, were complicit in these actions, using their positions to facilitate Combs' misconduct. Another significant case involves a 9-year-old boy who was allegedly misconducted during an audition for Bad Boy Records.
I just saw that yesterday. It's not a bad film.
We saw Bad Boys 2 and it's not a bad film.
The boy, who was promised a record deal, was reportedly misconducted by Combs and several others at the studio. Cassie Ventura, a singer and dancer, also filed a lawsuit against Combs, alleging years of misconduct. Ventura claimed that Combs told her to engage in acts with male workers. This lawsuit was settled shortly after it was filed.
To file cases weekly against Combs and other defendants as they continue to collect evidence. Busby has previously...
But it highlighted a pattern of behavior that other victims have echoed. In another case, a 15-year-old boy alleged that Combs promised to make him a star, but first required a private meeting away from his parents. During this meeting, the boy claimed that Combs did misconduct. Similarly, a 15-year-old girl alleged that she was intoxicated at a party hosted by Combs. A 26-year-old woman recounted being picked up from the airport by Combs and others.
The airport to a party in New York, that is where he said that he was drugged and then that he claims that he was sodomized.
Given a drink and waking up the next day with no memory of what had happened. Another woman, who was pregnant at the time, claimed that she was given a drink at a dinner party at Combs' mansion, leading to her blacking out.
And not really try to overdo it with the theme, but just, have it be more sophisticated.
These allegations have been corroborated by various sources and have led to significant legal battles for Combs. Attorney Tony Busby, representing many of the victims, has detailed these cases, emphasizing the pattern of misconduct that characterizes the allegations against Combs. Despite the severity of these claims, Combs has denied all allegations, maintained his innocence, and described the accusations as false and defamatory. The legal proceedings against Combs have also involved other high-profile figures. For instance, Jones's lawsuit mentioned several celebrities who were allegedly involved or benefited from their association with Combs. These include Stevie J, a music producer and television personality, and other unnamed individuals who were part of Combs' inner circle. The involvement of these figures has added another layer of complexity to the case. With so many victims coming forward and lawsuits piling up, the question now is, what does all of this mean for Diddy's future? Could these allegations truly spell the end of his career? Stay tuned to explore his current legal battles and the mounting challenges he's facing in court.
Sean Diddy Combs facing a new round of serious and disturbing allegations.
Where is Diddy now? Sean Diddy Combs is currently facing serious legal troubles. Right now, he is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York.
Since the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs,
Diddy is now at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn.
After being denied bail, Combs has been charged with several federal crimes, including trafficking and misconduct. These accusations come from claims that he arranged and took part in events known as freak-offs, where victims were allegedly intoxicated to participate in misconduct.
Disturbing allegations of misconduct against Combs involving some victims as young as 9 years old.
The indictment claims that Combs used his power and money to make these crimes possible, often pretending to have romantic relationships with his victims. The legal process against Combs is both lengthy and complicated. His trial is scheduled to start in May 2025, and it is expected to be a long and highly publicized case. Experts believe that the civil lawsuits filed against him by multiple accusers could have a big impact on his criminal trial. These lawsuits accuse Combs of various forms of misconduct, making his legal fight even more challenging. These civil cases could provide important evidence and witness testimony that might help the prosecution in the criminal trial. Combs' legal team has a tough road ahead. They plan to file several pretrial motions to challenge the indictment and the evidence the prosecution has brought forward. These motions are designed to either dismiss some of the charges or to prevent certain pieces of evidence from being used in court. However, given the large number of allegations and how serious the charges are, defending Combs will be very difficult. Despite all this, Combs has pleaded not guilty to every charge and insists that the accusations are false and defamatory. The impact of these legal troubles on Combs' life and career has been huge. His once stellar reputation has taken a massive hit, and the ongoing court battles have created a storm in the media. People's views of Combs have changed drastically.
You know, nothing. I don't even think of no other man. Besides, if I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting.
With many now questioning his legacy and his influence on the music industry. The criminal charges in particular have made it harder for Combs to manage how the public views him, as they suggest a higher level of responsibility for the alleged crimes. If he is found guilty, Combs could face decades in federal prison.
A private jet to all those mansions is now in a jail that is notorious for its bad living conditions.
A sentence that would effectively bring his career to an end. Despite everything, Combs is still trying to stay active in the music industry.
In a 79-page lawsuit filed by a music producer who claims to have worked with and lived with Sean Combs for a period of time.
He continues to work on various projects, teaming up with new artists and producing music. However, the legal restrictions and the possibility of a long prison sentence cast a dark cloud over his future. The uncertainty of what will happen in his legal battles makes it difficult for him to fully participate in his professional work. As we look forward, the result of Combs' legal struggles will play a major role in determining what lies ahead for him. If he is found not guilty, he may try to rebuild his career and fix his damaged reputation. On the other hand, if he is convicted, the consequences will be severe. Combs would face many years in prison.
Let's be honest, he's in jail. It's unpleasant. It's supposed to be punitive.
And the financial penalties could be significant. In addition, he could lose assets that are tied to his alleged criminal activities, which would hurt his business interests and financial standing. Either way, the road ahead for Combs is uncertain, and his future remains in jeopardy.
Only party I'm coming.
Make sure everybody knows if they can't dance or they don't want to dance,
don't come
to my party.
Don't come.
Come to me. Come to me. Hey, Michael. Come to me.
Diddy is far more evil than you think. From owning an island where he traps his victims to secret underground tunnels below his house, these are 10 of the weirdest facts about Diddy. And first up, I bet you didn't know, Diddy is a little too close with his mom. Because in an IG Live from 2022, not only did he kiss his mom on the lips, but he also admitted to something weird.
Yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. She outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real.
But the family ties here are even weirder in number 9. Because what if I told you weird crimes run in Diddy's entire family? See, this is Diddy's son, Christian Combs. And it's really weird how similar he is to his father. Like in 2022, when a woman named Grace O'Marcaig was working on Diddy's yacht as a bartender. See, at first, everything was going great. People were drinking, dancing, and having fun. But then, as the day went on, Grace started to feel sick and really weird. And shortly after that, she found herself cornered in a room with Christian, and this is where he would allegedly harass and assault her.
So in this audio that CNN has listened to, you can specifically hear the accuser who alleges that she was being forced to take this tequila shot that she believed was laced with drugs. And in the audio, you can hear her asking Christian Combs if she was being drugged, and he answers, "Take the shot."
After struggling with Christian, trying to get away, she was finally able to escape. But she never forgot about that day, because in April 2024, Grace finally sued Christian for drugging and assaulting assaulting her and causing her emotional distress. And luckily, she had the help of music producer Lil Rod Jones to prove it was all true. Because reportedly, he was not only in the same room when it happened, but he actually has recordings of the entire incident. So while this case is still going on, Christian could end up just like his father and face multiple years in prison. But look.
Somebody come look at this. They done arrested this Haitian gentleman talking about this P. Diddy. They got this Haitian man apprehended. This is Jean Pierre. This ain't no damn P. Diddy. This is what the Diddler looks like. This look like that dude, Baby Alien. Okay, let's make a quick comparison, shall we? Look at the moles that he got right here. Look at them. You see the moles? Now look at Jean Pierre. This is not the Diddler. I mean, come on now. This is Roger from American Dad. They got in custody with a toupee on. This ain't the real P. Diddy. He got eczema on his neck and shit. It's not. Let this Dominican man go. This is a Haitian man. This is not no damn P. Diddy.
Diddy might do well in prison, because for number 8, what if I told you Diddy's favorite part of working in the music industry was sleeping with rappers? Because not only has he admitted to sleeping with Usher.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and but like check out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
Not only that, but here's what Diddy's ex-security guard, Gene Deal, had to say about Diddy and Usher's relationship.
You know, Puff is making jokes about how they used to wrestle for the Frosted Flakes in the morning. And
Yeah, I bet they did. Somebody frosted somebody flakes without the milk.
And on top of that, many people in the music industry have claimed Diddy slept with some of the top male rappers. Even Gene Deal confessed he was outside the hotel door while Diddy and Ja Rule were having a freak-off.
Next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door. The dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? He said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff. They're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed his and threw him against the piano. Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And Puff said, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on.
Now look, some people may not believe all this stuff and think that these rumors are exactly that, just rumors. But in actual court documents, not only does it say Diddy hired male escorts for himself, but it also alleges Diddy slept with star rapper Meek Mill. But look, Diddy's been screwing artists for years. Because for number 7, we gotta mention the fact that Diddy has ruined the childhood of some of the biggest musicians of all time. See, it all starts in 2016, when Usher was giving an interview on The Howard Stern Show, where he revealed to the world that he had attended something called the Puffy Flavor Camp when he was just 13 years old.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
Mind you, Diddy was 23 years old at the time, living with Usher while he was a child. But that's not even the craziest part. Because after doing some digging, it became clear that Diddy has been grooming artists for years. Aubrey O'Day, Lil Rod, Young Miami, Daphne Joy, and Cassie have all spoken about being harassed and groomed by Diddy when they were underage, with some of them even filing lawsuits against him for it. But there's one star who hasn't spoken up, and I can't help to think that Diddy has groomed him as well. I'm talking about Justin Bieber. See, when Justin was just 15 years old, he released a video with Diddy saying the two of them were going to spend the next 48 hours together, and they were going to go crazy.
Check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
Yeah, kinda weird saying you're gonna go crazy with a 15-year-old. But just a few years later, the two of them made a follow-up video where Diddy pressed Justin, asking him why he hadn't been calling him back. And well, just pay attention to how Justin reacts to everything.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
In context of everything we know today about Diddy and Puffy Flavor Camp, it's clear to see he at least tried to put Justin through the exact same thing these other artists experienced. All I can say is, I hope Justin's good. Now for number 6, I bet you had no idea Diddy got 9 people killed to make himself famous. See, in December of 1991, Diddy was just beginning to make a name for himself, but he wanted to do whatever it took to become the new face of hip-hop. So he decided he'd host a celebrity basketball game in New York. Problem was, he did almost no planning. So by the time the game started, over 5,000 people showed up to an arena that could only hold half of that. And just minutes before tip-off, all hell broke loose. Because all the people that didn't make it in broke past the barriers and stormed into the arena, knocking down security guards and crushing anyone who got in their way.
But then thousands more come. I'm talking about I would say it was 10,000 people outside. And they were just crushing people down at the bottom of the stairs. Saying, you see people just laid out. I'm talking about kids completely limp, laid out.
We got a lot of people here dead in the gymnasium, please.
But to Diddy, it was worth it.
That's really how I started to become famous. It was through a tragedy. I mean, one time somebody said, you're a tragic hero. And I said, what does that mean? And they were like, in Shakespeare, he always has a tragic hero.
Now look, Diddy definitely shouldn't be proud of number 5. Because I bet you didn't know, the only reason Diddy has changed his name is to cover up his crimes. See, over the years, Diddy's done some of the craziest things ever to hide evidence. I mean, this man literally used to use self-destructing invites to his white parties.
You used to invite me to your parties. I know you did. Yeah. You did. I remember I got an invite from you once. This is true. You used to have these crazy parties, and one invite was it self-destructed. It was you talking, and it said you gave the information of where the party was, and then it said this message was self-destructed.
I'm very high concept.
And on top of that, in 2023, it was reported he paid a hotel $50,000 to destroy a tape of him assaulting his own wife. But Diddy knew if he was going to keep committing crimes, he needed a way to keep his reputation clean. So every time he broke a law, he started to change his name.
Who the this? Who the is this guy, bro? That's not Diddy. This is for sure not Diddy. We are truly watching a true supervillain. Not only did he have an empty private jet flying to throw off the authorities, he has doppelgangers or clones to take his place if he go into nah. The diddler is still free. He's still wherever the he is. The diddler's free. He's not in custody. I tell you that. This is some intricate Raymond Reddington type, bro. If you watch Blacklist, you know, bro. He got it. he got it.
Like in the 1990s, when he assaulted an Interscope Records employee and immediately changed his name from Puffy to Puff Daddy. Or like the time he was arrested for a shooting in a New York nightclub and he changed his name from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy. He ended up changing his name 3 times in 10 years. But even that wasn't enough, because he eventually switched his name to just Diddy after being charged with bribery and criminal possession of a weapon. By 2021, after the accusations started piling up against him, Diddy decided to completely change his identity and decide his new name was Love. Yeah, just Love. And after assaulting literally everyone he came in contact with, he changed his name back to Diddy, thinking no one would catch on to his plan. That is, until his former security guard, Gene Deal, came out to expose him to the world.
Being Diddy rich takes a guy that once name was Puffy, that after every tragedy he had in his life, he had to change his name. Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Brother Love, Love.
Diddy can try to hide all he wants, but even he knew this wouldn't last forever. Because what if I told you, for number 4 on our list, Diddy predicted his own downfall? See, for years, celebrities have been trying to warn us about Diddy, and we had no idea what they were talking about. Like, watch how Mike Tyson moves Diddy's hand away from his leg during an interview in 1998.
Oh yeah, he's glittering. Well, now when we come back, we're gonna.
Or look, listen to what Rosie O'Donnell said about Diddy in 2000.
A lot of multiple nominees, multiple Grammy nominees this year. Lauryn Hill's got 4, TLC's got 8, and Sean Combs 5 to 10. Get it? Like he's going to jail? Right. All right, I don't mean to be mean because, I mean, he's a nice guy and he can really sing.
Hell, Cat Williams tried to warn us in 2023, saying all lies would be exposed soon.
All of these deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
But the weirdest person to predict Diddy's downfall was Diddy himself. Because in 1999, Diddy sat down with E.T. for an interview when he predicted exactly what would happen.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
But look, I bet you had no idea about number 3 on our list. The fact that Diddy tried to kill 3 of the top rappers of all time. See, back in the 90s, the rap game was dominated by 2 of the greatest to ever do it. Biggie Smalls, who at the time was Diddy's best friend and was even signed to Diddy's Bad Boy record label, and their rival, West Coast rapper Tupac.
I sold 5 million in 2 months. Biggie out, been out 2 years. He's barely touching 2 million. He got everybody in New York in his videos, and he's still barely touching 2 million. I've been out 2 months, sold 5 million with 2 videos out. I'm just starting.
But by 1996, Tupac was the #1 rapper in the world, and everyone either wanted to be him or work with him.
I know that Biggie and Puffy are here tonight. Did you see them? Do you have anything to say to them at all?
Nah, but even if we saw them, we are businessmen. We are not animals. It's not like we're gonna see them and rush them. So if they want to come and use this business opportunity to get on some gangster, you know, we do that better than anybody.
But unfortunately, it was short-lived, because on September 7th, Tupac was shot in his car.
Trauma-plagued rapper and actor Tupac Shakur is dead at the age of 25, just about a week after sustaining 4 bullet wounds last Saturday night in Las Vegas.
See, at the time, nobody was arrested for his death, and for years, people theorized that Diddy was behind it, and that he had hired somebody to kill Tupac, all because he was jealous of his success. But in 2023, 27 years after Tupac's death, a man named Keith D was finally arrested in connection to the murder. And while he was being interrogated by police, he claimed Diddy paid him $1 million to do it. But it goes way deeper than just that. Because right after Tupac's death, Biggie Smalls became Diddy's next target. See, at one point, Diddy and Biggie were a little too close.
I look at him like, I say, Jesus.
And next question is...
Love you.
But eventually, Biggie got tired of whatever that was, and told Diddy he was done with Bad Boy Records. In Diddy's eyes, this was a big mistake. Because if we know anything about Diddy, it's that he hates competition. So he flew Biggie out to California to finish recording his new album, and convinced him to stay on Bad Boy's label. But during one of Biggie's recording sessions, a group of West Coast gangsters pulled up to the studio, guns loaded, and shot and killed Biggie.
Biggie was loved in the neighborhood. His funeral was a massive event. When someone put on Hypnotize, the whole place erupted.
After all this happened, people began to question why Diddy would fly Biggie out when he knew Tupac just got shot. Well, Gene Deal, Diddy's former security guard, says it was all because Diddy wanted to set Biggie up.
Why the hell would you rent studio time in LA for him to finish your album when in fact you got your own studio, Daddy's house? Let's keep it a buck. Let's stop this, man. Puff ain't want none of that beef. So what I'm gonna do is, y'all want the sheep? I'm gonna put him out the pasture.
But guess what? This man is still trying to kill rappers to this day. Because earlier in 2024, we learned something horrifying. Apparently, Diddy's ex-wife, Cassie, was flirting with Kid Cudi in 2012. And according to another one of Diddy's ex-bodyguards, Roger Bonds, Diddy got so jealous, he had someone go to Cudi's car and throw a Molotov cocktail inside the sunroof.
Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car and that he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened.
I heard about that. I definitely heard about that. And I found it quite funny that the car actually did get blown up. So I would say that was accurate.
Now luckily, Cudi wasn't inside of the car at the time. But this attempt to kill Cudi is one of the dozens of charges Diddy is currently facing while locked up in prison. Now look, when you look at what Diddy's life was like when he was a kid, it all starts to make sense. Because for number 2 on our list, there's no way you knew Diddy's childhood shaped him into a monster. See, when Diddy was growing up, he had a rough childhood in the Bronx. And when he was just 3 years old, his father got involved in a drug deal gone wrong, and he was shot and killed instantly.
My father, he was killed when I was 3 years old. I don't have like a lot of memories of my father.
Diddy's mom knew immediately she had to get her family out the hood. So she moved her and Diddy to Mount Vernon in New York, hoping for a fresh start. But the town that was supposed to give them a better life actually ruined both their lives. Because while Diddy was enrolled in private school, she was never around, having to work 3 jobs to pay for the tuition. So with no mom and no dad around, Diddy turned into a monster. It first started with him selling drugs.
I sold drugs for like a day, and I got chased by helicopters, doors got kicked down. It probably like the unluckiest day for a drug dealer. I was willing to do anything to get to it.
After that, Diddy also lost his virginity at only 12 years old. And Diddy was also constantly getting into fights with other kids. But one of those fights turned Diddy into the man he is today.
My grandmother would send me to the store to get us cigarettes all the time. This one time a kid came up to me and said if I didn't give him my money, he would beat me up. So I gave him my money. I came back home without the cigarettes. So my mother had told me if I didn't go back and get the money, I couldn't come home. And I left crying. I found a guy that told me he had to give me the money back. And then we had a fight and he kind of beat me up. But I told him like I couldn't go home. He beat me up all he wants. I couldn't go home unless I had got the money. But my mother, she was dead serious. I could have stayed out there for days. My mother was, I guess, raising me for the real world. She was always told me if somebody hit me, make sure I hit them back harder. Make sure they never hit me again. Make sure I f them up.
But look, we still have one final fact to mention, and it's so weird, it's actually terrifying. See, when charges started piling up against Diddy in 2024, word got out about his infamous parties he held. And while the parties themselves were crazy enough, there was something evil going on behind closed doors. Something that Diddy refers to as freak-offs. These freak-offs were so crazy, I can't even talk about them on YouTube. But what I can say is, there was gallons of alcohol, large quantities of baby oil, and the people that participated were given IVs just to keep them alive. It's important to know that people were involved in these freak-offs that were sometimes forced and held against their will. I mean, even Diddy himself told the entire world in 2002 that he keeps women locked up.
If you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave. Right. Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but yeah.
While people who have attended Diddy's parties have admitted to seeing some crazy things, the actual freak-offs were held somewhere else. Somewhere nobody else had access to. And when news broke in September of 2024 that Diddy's house featured underground tunnels which led to a cave, one could only assume these tunnels and the freak-offs were somehow connected. Now with that same report in September, it was revealed there were over 1,000 bottles of baby oil that had been seized from Diddy's house.
Court documents now reveal authorities located AR-15s, narcotics, and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil lubricant in those raids.
Now I can't think of a single good reason to have that much baby oil in someone's house. And well, there's a popular theory that baby oil is a disguise for a form of liquid ecstasy he had been drugging his victims for the freak-offs. And when you think about it, it all makes sense. Cause sure, owning 1,000 bottles of baby oil is weird, but it's not illegal. I mean, why else would the police seize every single bottle if they weren't suspicious of something? And well, Diddy's lawyer even tried to cover for him.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know.
But immediately after that, Costco responded saying none of the company's locations carry baby oil. No matter what the truth may be, one thing's for sure. Diddy is not the person we all thought he was. And the truth about him will be revealed soon.
be upset. You would definitely be upset because you would be outstunned, man. Nigga, start working out though. Just start like get in the gym though, nigga. You know, so I ain't gotta work out, nigga. But you know something, my thumbs is so strong from carrying all that paper. But yo, hold on, tell you. Now, let me stop. We gotta do this. Do our work. Do our work. Do our work. If you ain't have enough style to give me a pair of Reeboks, to ask you for a pair of Reeboks today. You ain't got no class. Yeah, fresh. You ain't even hook me up. You'll have in the morning, I think, a boxer. Hey, yo, check this out. This is Diddy. That boy they call Diddy. I'm here in the biggest. This is not even. This is just a play around mansion. Believe that. This boy is really for real. He's number one stunner. I gave what he gave. Yeah, I got past it to him. You know what I'm saying? I was the number one stunner. I'm like a superior stunner now. You know, I'm gonna graduate to my master's degree at science. And he the number one. He's the one that's. You know how you have. I'm like Kennedy. You feel me? And he like Clinton. I was the president, but. Yeah, man. That's OG. But at the end of the day, we in it's all one, and if we in his mansion, it's one of many. He own the whole block. God. But yo, check this out, Cash Money Bad Boy, and we won't stop. Yeah. We'll see y'all at the club.
Hip-hop is a tool used by the elite to influence the youth. Hip-hop has always been demonic in nature. The constant promotion of drugs, sex and killing. Another underlying issue in hip-hop is the gay agenda. The road to fame includes selling your soul and even your body to stay relevant. P. Diddy is one of the biggest hip-hop artists and is a major black gatekeeper in the music industry. This video is being made to show that people in hip-hop are not who they say they are. These are not role models to society. Today we are going to take a look at several clips that will undoubtedly show the true P. Diddy.
What's your story?
Yeah, what happened?
Nah, I mean, well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying, I have no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time, and we went to Florida. We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party, you know.
All dudes?
Yeah, nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying? It was on South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then, he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards. Right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me. You know what I'm saying? Karen is with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. So she takes me. Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know? He's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah. And I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped you with fingers in the booty.
That's a new
movie. You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
the
like,
devil
what?
sucks penis.
Yeah, what's that
Whoa. Rewind. I heard
She said
so Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the talking about? He said, you're a filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. And I was like,
he limping?
He walked away and the nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm going to clear this because I'm not going to have my name. I ain't going to have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she say, I told him what he told me, and she was like, she started laughing like, I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to make a big deal of it, whatever. So then then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody probably the car is silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bopping to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then it's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like butt ass naked dancing.
Bosworth Benton.
You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club
So you're
directly.
saying
I didn't say peace to nobody.
club
I didn't
was
see
pretty
nobody.
gay.
Yeah, it was
lot of
suspect.
male
lot of
saliva
suspect.
exchanges.
The club was chalk it up. You could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever.
I never
blame it on the
I've been in a gang.
alcohol.
I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called
and
Vaping Hugs.
I ain't never
What's it called again?
never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So
Me neither.
there it is.
So
So
you
we
were-
took a cab home back to where I was, and
Mr. Lee,
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you
Chance
put my
with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
Oh,
when you
it's right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right here.
scraping.
No,
For
I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit. You know, I've been practicing. I got
Yeah.
Mr. Lee,
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you
Chance
put my
with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
Oh, it's right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping. When you
it's
when you
right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over with that one.
Make a
That
wish.
one.
I know that's your birthday every day.
Every day's a birthday on Drink Champ. I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I
It was
miss
his
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man. I
man.
miss
But I'm
partying
talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
I want you party with me for your birthday, man.
Yeah, we partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh, man.
Eyes. I understand. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yo, okay. So check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So Tyrese kept on talking.
This is a fight. This is a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back from church, and we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back from church. We in Vegas, nigga. We're like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. We in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into this thing. Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? F. Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo, don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up. That's why I said I gotta pick it up from right there. This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga. This is a bad nigga.
Go ahead.
No, Groove.
Killing him.
Look. Come tell the story. Groove, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Oh, Groove, you helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I see you, man.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, you're fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Let's take a shot for that, boy. Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationship with Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
That's why I was like, Dinner Thieves guitar.
We segueing into the Drink Champs interview when you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody. They made a compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course. Did he see that? No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star and on the gram.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely.
That came from Harlem too. By the way.
It came from Harlem. I definitely would say some. Oh my! Ooh, the crowd would be like, "Whoa! Did he just say that?" You know what I'm saying? I don't play games. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But yeah.
Did
the
you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping.
Hey, man.
I don't know what I was talking about.
Hey. Nah. I mean, I was
You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's compilation.
We have a bunch. We put.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bad at the game, and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation.
It's hilarious.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. So he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why do you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Y'all can't see that he loves me?
But see...
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
But why not? Y'all both passionate. Y'all both.
I don't know. Yo, check this out. I don't know.
Like
I don't.
Both the same.
No, we are not.
Okay.
We are not the same.
But I mean,
we are not cut from the same
cloth.
cloth.
Work hard.
Yeah, and I mean, I respect that. I don't never hit him with no, nothing. I don't even think of no other man. Besides, if I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifted. I'm not thinking about all that. All them gnats, they can't really touch me. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. The track record. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. Y'all know what I'm about. And when he does that, it's like funny to me. I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths, and I will never say nothing negative about him, because that's just not me.
It feels like something must have happened though, like that we just don't know about behind the scenes.
He loves me.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad.
Nah,
I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you. Like I'm not like, just saying it to say, But I mean, it's something about me that has him on me all the time, and I'm not going nowhere.
To get stopped, then he was like, he's like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga, we gotta kick it. This is awesome. Okay. You're telling me we gotta kick it and why don't we like go shopping or some like I pay for it. And I was like, what the nigga just say? I got the from him because I was like, this nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is goes on. Well, there's a little fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. Trust me. You see these little weird ass out there sitting out there for no reason. If you don't see accident pictures of me like kissing it. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth sometimes to get stopped. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga, we gotta kick it. This is awesome. Okay. You're telling me we gotta kick it, like, why don't we like go shopping or some like I pay for it. And I was like, what the nigga just say? I got the from him because I was like, this It's a fruit pop, trust me. You see these little weird ass like that out there, you should send out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shouts out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. I should look like he fresh off the plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was. Listen, that was.
Listen, we having a good time, yo. Your usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this. I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Man, it's been one of them mother nights. I should have took some pictures before. Nice, it's the end of the night and it was. So we coming to you live, Diddy late nights. Anything can happen. I'm just vibing, some wine. You gotta keep the hair. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna wear this hair in Toronto in the morning.
Hey, yo, let me ask you a question.
When I get to
Floating like a cloud, like you had clouds on your shoes. You know what I'm saying? And that mother moving around.
Hey, yo, you said Febreze, nigga?
You was floating like a breeze, my nigga. You was moving like nigga with a scent. You had a
Nigga, it's just late night. Nigga, I got my wig on.
breezing.
Listen, I was like, this ain't no guy. This is my natural. I don't need to be ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing it to Toronto and
you know, what's this? The blender, the mixer? I forgot this.
Mixer.
The mixer. Can you hear me good? Can you hear while this is on? Somebody just asked a wild question.
Go ahead.
Was Puffy really a fun boy?
Listen, I never seen him in the act with another man alone. Now, he's that type of dude, he'll take his girl, his baby mama with you and your girlfriend and your mans in them, and they'll go out and they do all kind of freaky shit each other together. You know what I'm saying? The only fun boy I ever seen him do, we was in one of those exotic shops. Here, I'm gonna turn this because it's funny. We was in Atlanta. We go to those exotic shops where you get all kind of like, they buy oils, dildos,
spooky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All kind of. So they would just give him a brown paper bag, and they wouldn't even. He'd never put his on the counter when we get ready to take it out. He would always just give a man a wad of money. So they just thought it was cool. So they'll give him a brown bag. He'll go through that. So one day I was walking down the aisle with him, and so then he just stopped and he just started picking his off the aisle, and he was getting he went up there like several times just getting down. And so then I pinned in on what he was, where he was getting it from, and because I was just staying a couple of feet behind him. So when I went by, I looked up. I said, "Yo," and I see it said butt plugs, and I said, "Yo, my man, what'd you get this for?" And the nigga said, "Yo, on everything I love, man." He said, "Yo, Rec," he said, "Yo, can I do my shopping by myself?"
Yo, hold on. You know I'm with the on Eric TV.
That nigga said, "Can I do my shopping by myself?" I start dying.
Yo, did this nigga G say he was with Puff in a sex shop and he watched him buy some butt plugs? Like, hold on, pause.
And saying that, some guy like you who says what he has to say, how's it dealing with Puff? Because I can just see those two just bumping heads.
Oh, we bump heads crazy. There's a lot of ego with Puff, man.
Did you bump from the beginning? Like, because a lot of times people will just be like quiet since it's their first record. Let me see. Or did you just come in like, Puff, you can't do me like that? I watch the shows.
Oh, we still bump heads.
Oh, for real? Give us a good story. Just one story.
I get invited to this GQ party. I go to GQ party. It's like after one of the award shows or something like that. I go to the GQ party. Puff hits me like, "Yo, come to 1-0." Like, keep in mind, this GQ party is like up the most winding hill ever. It's like all the way up at the top of the hill. I have like a date. I'm there and I'm like set. It's just like this sweet party. I'm like, Puff hits me. He's like, "Come to 1-0." Puff never hits me and it's like, "Yo, come to blah blah." So I'm like, "Okay, word." Like, cool. I'm gonna just roll through that. So roll down to 1-0. Get into 1-0. It's like Puff, Rihanna, all that, whatever. I walk in. I see like Nelly. I'm like, "What's good? What's good? What's good?" We start having a conversation. I turn around. Puff's like walking by. I'm like, "Puff, what's up?" He's like, "What up?" I said, "Nah, man, nah. I'm like, "Where you going?" He's like, "Oh, we about to go to this GQ party." I said, "Bruh, I was just at the GQ party, man. That joint is far as hell up, man. The line to get in that, because it's not like a line like people are. It's like a line of cars, like man. I'm like, "It's crazy." He's like, "Oh, okay, whatever. Like, don't trip. Let's just roll." I'm like, "All right, man, all right." So we start rolling. We go up, boom, hit the line of cars. Like, we're still so far down the hill where it's going to. But I'm like, cool, something's gonna happen, it's about tight. Something does happen. Cars pull out, he starts pulling out, you know what I'm saying? I'm in front of him. I see them pull out, so I'm like, boom, we go forward. Security stops us. I get out the thing, I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, and it's always Puff's new. There's a couple new guys with Puff security. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's stop the car. Yeah. And like I'm like, "Oh no, all good. Like we been here all night. We'll whatever." Man, Puff's little slick drive. I'm standing outside. I'm like, "Hey yo, Puff, hey, Puff, hey, bruh." Puffy laughing. Yo, I'm in there with my date, like, and it's so funny because it's like this was a party I was invited to, already in there, having a good time. Doing your thing. I left to go be a good friend. You know what I'm saying? I hit Puff so crazy on the text message, like, ooh. He hit me the next morning, was like, come to my house. I'm like,
oh, for real?
Man. Because I was also, I'm like, I was drunk, I'm like, I'm buying that text. I wake up to, like, come to my house. I'm like, damn. He got a new house, too, so, like, whatever. So he's texting the address. I roll up there, He comes out, like, robe and everything, because we all had a long night. We all had a long night. Yeah. And, like, he's like, no one's ever talked to me like that before. I go, yeah, man, I was like, wait, wow, that, that text, I just felt so. He goes, hey, man. He goes, look at me. No, look. Pulls up his shirt, like, look. I'm human, dog. I'm human. He's like, you said you saw me at 1-0? Bruh, I don't even remember seeing anybody at 1-0. I mess up too, man. I mess up too. Did you text me? I said, no, I called you when your car crashed. He said, like, I didn't, whatever. He's like, why you didn't text, so whatever, because in the text message I like opened up on a whole book of other things. Like, it ain't just about that. That's about everyone. No, the GQ party led to like, and this, and I was drunk, so I was really just like, oh, I'm on fire. I have like an hour ride down the hill. So anyway, it was the funniest thing. It was like the human thing was so good because I was like, oh my God, Puff, like, I forgot, man. You can mess up too, like, you're allowed, man. I forgot, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a funny one because, like, my text was so out of pocket. That was always so funny about it because he looked at me the next day and was like, like, he couldn't even be mad it was that wild of a text. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So it's like, I think he was just looking at me like, man, you literally like must be like one step away from an insane asylum, like.
I think it was like 03. Yeah, it was right before me and Music Soul Child did the Grey Goose tour. There was a young woman, beautiful woman. She's a lawyer, or at least she was. She used to be an entertainment lawyer. I'm not gonna say her name. The story is enough. Cause I don't know. I hope I won't be putting her in danger. But she shouldn't have to feel afraid after all of these years, almost 20 years, you know. But I had to give her a job. I shouldn't say I had to give her a job. I gave her a job working for me so she could find some safety. Because while she was working at Bad Boy, because she was one of the lead counsels for Bad Boy Entertainment, she witnessed something. She witnessed something that was disturbing to her. But what was really disturbing to her was the conversation that she had with Diddy after. See, Christopher Williams, I don't know, I guess he wanted to sign. I don't know what happened. But Puff was supposed to be giving him a demo deal, and he gave him a demo deal, and I guess it was supposed to turn into an album deal, which that never happened. But this young woman walked in to get approval on some paperwork. See. And when she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, you know, they didn't stop. She just walked out, and she just kept her head down at the office the rest of the day, I believe it was. And I don't think it was at the end of business day that day, but I think it was the following day. He came into her office and was like, yeah, so you came in there, so what? What you gonna do? You wanna say something? And she was like, oh no, she was like, I just don't understand why you left the door unlocked. If you were in there doing that, why would you leave the door unlocked? He said, I'll do whatever I do in my building. And I just don't know. He was like, it's power, see? I can make a man, he said, if I can make a man suck my dick, I can make people do anything for money. That's what you said, Puff. about Christopher Williams sucking your dick for a demo deal, and you cut him a check. And you chased that young woman out of New York, just like you tried to chase Wendy Williams out of New York.